Bernie Sanders has built a strong coalition with support that's been the envy of rival campaigns. In Nevada, California and Texas, he decisively won over Hispanic voters keen to embrace his so-called revolution. In Florida, though, things are different. Latino voters here tend to be older, more moderate and wary of a candidate who proclaims himself a socialist.
When you see Venezuelans that have escaped oppressive regimes.
Democratic strategist Evelyn Perez-Vadilla says talk of progressive politics may backfire on the Sanders campaign.
Progresista has the same tint as socialista and comunista. It's just a lighter tint of pink. So we have to be careful with messaging. We have to be careful with words.
According to some polls, Sanders' messaging appears to be driving Hispanic voters to former Vice President Joe Biden. And in a state with 219 delegates, that could mean a knockout blow. Bernie Sanders recently praised Cuba's Fidel Castro, saying his literacy program was a good thing. That's a hard pill to swallow for 1 million Cuban Americans here who escaped the Castro regime. It also resonates with Nicaraguans and Venezuelans who escaped socialist leaders in their homeland. It's that kind of deep-seated fear of a self-avowed socialist that could spell trouble for the Sanders campaign.
Today I registered myself and my husband for vote by mail.
Democratic Party activists say it's important candidates realize how left-wing politics are viewed by a vital voting bloc in a must-win state.
They are a little bit hesitant when one of our candidates starts praising left-wing governments and not understanding how raw those emotions are in the community.
Cecilia Tavera-Webman says fears about socialism can make it hard to convince Latinos to vote for the Democratic Party.
I am a very blunt person, and I usually tell them, would you like the government to help you a little bit more? You know, do you believe in everybody should have the same rights about health care? And they answer you yes. And I said, and why are you voting Republican?
Hispanic voters here aren't a monolithic voting bloc. What they look for in leadership varies. And while many are united over issues like healthcare, education and climate change, fear of socialism runs deep, potentially boosting Joe Biden's bid in a state that's seen as a road to the White House. Andy Gallagher, Al Jazeera, Miami, Florida.